Have you ever wondered what it takes to change the course of aviation history? The dawn of the jet age was a time of great excitement and trepidation. As the propellers of the past were replaced with the jet engines of the future, a new era in aviation was born. At the forefront of this revolution was the Boeing 707, the first U.S. jetliner, a sleek, powerful machine that promised to change air travel forever. But with innovation comes skepticism. The public and the aviation industry alike were unsure about the safety and reliability of these jet-powered aircraft. Could these new machines really be trusted? Could they truly replace the tried and tested propeller planes that had dominated the skies for so long? Enter a man named Tex Johnston, Boeing's chief test pilot, who was about to challenge these fears with a daring feat. His actions would not only prove the reliability of the Boeing 707 but also cement his place in aviation history. So who was this audacious pilot who would dare to push the boundaries? Enter Alvin M. Tex Johnston, a man whose name has become synonymous with daring feats in the sky. Born in the small town of Admire, Kansas, Tex developed a love for flying from a young age. By the time he was a teenager, he was already a seasoned pilot, racking up hours in the cockpit of various aircraft. Tex's reputation as a fearless yet skilled test pilot was well earned. From daring low-altitude passes to skillful handling of aeronautical emergencies, his colleagues and superiors knew him as a man who was not afraid to push an aircraft to its limits. Whether it was a propeller-driven fighter or the latest jet airliner, Tex was at home in the cockpit. A man of few words, Tex let his flying do the talking. He was not just a pilot, he was a performer. And it was this audacious spirit that led him to perform one of the most daring stunts in aviation history. On a sunny day in 1955, during the Gold Cup hydroplane race in Seattle, Johnston decided to make a statement. Picture this: a crowd of spectators gathered, their eyes glued to the hydroplane slicing through the water. Suddenly, their attention is drawn upward. A commercial jet, the Boeing 707, streaks across the sky. Without any warning, the jet begins to tilt, the wings perpendicular to the earth. The crowd gasps as the plane continues to roll, completing a full 360-degree rotation in mid-air. The spectators are stunned. This isn't a stunt plane, it's a commercial jet, a symbol of safety and reliability. But wait, Johnston isn't done. He repeats the maneuver, performing a second barrel roll to the awe of the crowd and the shock of the aviation industry. With that daring maneuver, Johnston successfully demonstrated the agility and safety of the Boeing 707. What would be the consequences of such a daring stunt in the conservative world of aviation? After Tex Johnston's audacious barrel roll, the initial reactions were a mix of shock, disbelief, and in some quarters, outrage. The Boeing executives were certainly not amused. The president of Boeing at the time, William Allen, demanded an explanation. Johnston's response was as bold as his barrel roll: "I'm selling airplanes." Despite the initial backlash, Johnston's incredible feat had an unexpected and far-reaching impact. It shattered the prevailing perception that jet-powered aircraft were dangerous, unpredictable beasts. If a Boeing 707 could be barrel-rolled and come out flying as if nothing had happened, then surely they were safe, reliable, and robust. This daring act instilled a newfound confidence in the public and the aviation industry. It assuaged fears, sparked interest, and generated excitement about the jet age. The barrel roll also had an undeniable impact on Boeing's fortunes. The Boeing 707, the very aircraft Johnston had so skillfully tumbled in the skies, went on to become a commercial success. It sold in large numbers, not just in the United States, but all across the world. People wanted to fly in the plane that had done a barrel roll. Johnston's audacious maneuver wasn't just a stunt, it was a statement. It marked a bold departure from the conservative, risk-averse mindset that had dominated aviation. It signaled the dawn of a new era, an era where boundaries were pushed, where the impossible was made possible, where jet engines roared and giant metal birds soared. Tex Johnston's daring barrel roll was not just a stunt, it was a pivotal moment in aviation history, ushering in the era of jet-powered commercial travel. It was more than a moment of audacity, it was a turning point, a moment of transformation that changed the course